Trade talks have kicked off between the UK and Canada as post-Brexit negotiations with the European Union remain deadlocked. Britain and Canada are hoping to strike an agreement by the end of the year. International Trade Secretary Liz Truss tweeted, "Trade talks with Canada have commenced. The aim is to provide continuity for businesses by the end of the transition period. Both the UK and Canada are committed to protecting and strengthening our £19.7 billion trading relationship." Trade expert Sam Lowe said the two sides are optimistic a deal can be struck by the end of the year. He tweeted, "Trade talks with Canada back on. Both UK and Canada optimistic continuity deal can be signed before the end of the year." Britain officially left the EU on January 31 and is in a transition period with the bloc until December 31. But with just months to go until the end of the year, little progress has been made in trade talks with Brussels. In comments due to be made today, Prime Minister Boris Johnson will set a deadline of October 15 for a deal with the EU. He will say, "We are now entering the final phase of our negotiations with the EU. The EU have been very clear about the timetable. I am too. There needs to be an agreement with our European friends by the time of the European Council on October 15 if it's going to be enforced by the end of the year. If we can't agree by then I do not see that there will be a free trade agreement between us, and we should both accept that and move on." Mr. Johnson will also insist leaving the EU without a trade deal would still be a good outcome for the UK. But the Prime Minister will add there is still an agreement to be had based on deals Brussels has previously reached with Canada and so many others. He will say, "Even at this late stage, if the EU are ready to rethink their current positions and agree this, I will be delighted. But we cannot and will not compromise on the fundamentals of what it means to be an independent country to get it."